Shalom. All praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High. Yahweh, Shami Hawashai, Basharmaka, Kodash, double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone, and salutations to all you sincere Akim. And this is your brother Abawan back again with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashami Hawashai, Basharmaka, Kodash, all praises and glory is due. And here we have a post, going into World War III, which of course you have the men of the Lord starting from the other apostles on down, and we have been warning the people of this kingdom, primarily our own people, you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians of this World War III about to break out. And here you have, World War III about to break out. And this is basically a prediction of how it will go. Where you have the Allies, right, the Axis, and the battlegrounds, and the Allies just represent the nations that will be fighting alongside America, Babylon the Great against the Axis. And what the Axis represents, it is the coalition of nations that will be fighting with BRICS, right? Because World War III will be fought to be fought basically be NATO against the BRICS nations, okay, which is Brazil, Russia, Iran, and China. And of course, in the Axis, you don't really have Brazil um highlighted in the red, right? Because, like I said, this is more of a, a assumption. This is more of an idea of what World War Three or what will happen during World War Three. Okay, and really, the nations that are highlighted in both Allies and Axis don't really matter. Okay, the focus and what we are focusing on is the battlegrounds. And if you look at the third panel for the map, and the nation that is highlighted in red there is Iraq. Okay, Iraq, and I believe that it is Iraq because before I started this video, I have a map of the Middle East right here, and if you notice, the region that is Iraq is the region that is highlighted. And of course, the reason why, and this is the reason why I even decided to do this video in the first place, right? Because hey, who is fighting in World War Three doesn't really matter. Who is battling it out or fighting in World War Three doesn't really matter. But rather, what matters is the location, okay? And you understand through Bible prophecy and through the scriptures that World War Three will be fought in the valley of Jehoshaphat, okay? As it is written in the book of Joel. So let's get that. So this is the book of Joel 3, and I'll start from verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up, right? Because all your analysts, right, your military analysts, your economic analysts, so on and so forth, they have said already that World War III is inevitable, right? And they also said that the major threats for World War III and the nations that America, Babylon the Great, right? Because these individuals are mainly based in the US, and they say that the nations that will be fighting against America, Babylon the Great, and against NATO and the EU will be, you know, Russia and China, and also the fact that World War III is inevitable. Okay, that basically this will come to pass, right? So that is why you see so much more of that's why you see different nations are putting so much more money into their military, right? The military budget is increasing, and you are seeing more and more advancements in military technology, not just in the nuclear weapons but also in military drones, military robots, so on and so forth, because this world war is inevitable. And the reason why it's inevitable, of course, you'll never hear it anywhere else out there in the world, but when it comes to this truth, right, the men of the Lord will tell you exactly why it is inevitable, because it is the will of the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, for this war to take place. So let's keep reading. Joel 3 verse 10. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong, right? So all the nations are currently sharpening their swords, improving their military, because they already know that this war is on the horizon. And that's why you are seeing videos coming out of these different nations about how and the tactics that they're using to improve their military and improve their weaponry. And in the times that are coming into, this war will break out, okay? But like I said, who is going to be involved in World War Three realistically doesn't matter. But the focus of this video is on, if we go to the original post, right, the battleground, which like I said is Iraq. And this is the main point right here, Joel 3 verse 11. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about, till that cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. Right, because at the end of the day, troops will be in the battleground location. Troops will have to be deployed, for the sake of World War Three. It won't just be a matter of, oh, they are shooting missiles and drones at each other. The idea now is, what you're going to have is a battleground location, like the post said, because you won't be able to have Russia invading the US, right, or the US invading Russia, or Russia invading any of these other nations that are involved with NATO and the EU. And the reason why is because now, Joel 3 verse 12, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Right, because the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahweh is drawing them towards the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is which is Jehoshaphat in the Hebrew, is Yahweh Shaphat, which is the Lord's judgment. So basically, the valley of the judgment of the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahweh. And of course, this is of course speaking of, these nations and their armies are coming together to the valley of Jehoshaphat to be judged. But the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, right, is an actual physical location, and I've forgotten the exact location right now. But what I do know is that it is in the Middle Eastern region, right, in the land of Judea, in that Fertile Crescent Middle Eastern region, and which that's part of, which is part Iraq, part Syria, what is either in Iraq or Syria, okay. But the point being this, that the fact that you have, even as a joke, even as a joke post, you already have people that already understand that, hey, the Middle East and that region, okay, of West Asia is going to play a major role in World War Three. Okay, it's already showing you that you are in those times right now, and the scriptures still remain undefeated, because because the scriptures contains the true prophecy and the understanding of prophetic events. Because yes, the Most High Yahweh Sham Yahweh is causing, and things are, is causing it to be so, and things are being set up in order to ultimately, get these nations, right, NATO, EU, BRICS, so on and so forth, to send troops and, gather together in the valley of Jehoshaphat, in which those troops ultimately will be destroyed. Because World War Three isn't NATO and the EU versus BRICS, right? Or World War Three isn't Russia and China versus the US and its allies. No, that's not what World War Three is. World War Three refers and is the judgment of our Lord Yahweh Shai, and the judgment that our Lord Yahweh Shai will bring upon Esau Edom. So let's go to the book of Revelation, the 10th chapter, I believe, either the 10th or the 12th chapter. Let me also go to the 12th chapter because it's probably there. So this is the book of Revelation 12 verse 10. Okay, so okay. Revelation 12 verse 7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels and prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. Right, and the war in heaven represents the war in the skies, okay, which you have Esau Edom and his armies, which is basically represents the BRICS, right, the armies of NATO and the EU, the US Space Force, the US Air Force, basically all the armies of this world and of this kingdom, irregardless of what side they are, fighting against the armies of our Lord Yahweh Shai, which is, Michael and the angels, and them losing miserably. Okay, that's why the scriptures say, and they prevailed not. And either, and when it, and basically once Esau's army falls, Esau will fall as well. That is why the scriptures also say neither was their place found any more in heaven, because Esau will lose his power and his horns, basically, which is his military power. It will all be wiped out in that in the valley of Jehoshaphat, the valley of judgment. Okay, let's continue reading. Now, Revelation 12, verse 9, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels are cast out with him, right? Because Esau is going to lose his power, his rulership, because Esau, Edom is in they are in their heaven right now. They are in their kingdom right now, which is why they are the ones that are at the top, and they are the ones that are in rulership. So when our Lord Yahweh Shai returns, he will return and throw down these devils out of power, out of rulership, by destroying their armies and destroying their power. Okay, and that is where, you know, and that is where ultimately, this battleground for World War III comes in, because just like this post shows, World War III will definitely take place in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, in the Fertile Crescent, right, in West Asia, in the Middle East, to definitely happen, or take place there. But that battle, it won't be Russia and China against America, Babylon, the Great and our allies, or the BRICS against NATO and the EU, but rather it will be the armies of Esau, Edom, the armies of this kingdom, which are ultimately the armies of Esau, Edom versus our Lord Yahweh Shai. And the battle is going to be swift, decisive, and ultimately, right, those armies will be taken out. Okay, so with that, I'll end the video right there. Once again, all praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High, Yahweh Basham Yahweh Basham Baka Kodash, Wa Abad Babal, and through the Spirit of you are come and you are quite edified. Shalom.